Welcome back to Boss Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the new 1/18 scale Halo Infinite Series 6 Spartan buck with the assault rifle. This is a new packaging that the figures now come in, starting in, I believe, Wave 6. Don't quote me on that because I've never seen Wave 5. So, but as of now, my current knowledge, this is my first experience with the new packaging from Jazzwares. See the figure, nice background. It's like a planetary background with the sky and the forest green in the back. Still have Master Chief on the front. The nameplate at the bottom of the series that this figure comes in. Looks pretty good. Overall, a larger size bubble. On the back, we do have the cross sell for all Series 6 figures that are included. I've seen everybody in the store except for that big guy in the middle. I kind of just picked up these three. I did a review for him if you want to check it out. I'm currently working on this one, obviously, and then that one will be coming up soon. I've seen the Master Chief, just passed on it, and I did pass on that character also. So, as for me, I do like the Spartans very much. I'm trying to create a more of a military branch. I do pick up some of the villains. I do like the big guys myself, so it's a hit and miss on the bad guys for me as of right now in my current collection. So it is what it is, I guess. Side of packaging, we have the UNSC, and on the other side we do have the UNSC logo at the bottom. You can see how thick that bubble is. Border bottom of the packaging, there's the UPC. You can pause and write that down if that helps you track it down. I found this at Target. It was like $10.99, something like that. But I haven't seen any more. I've seen them once and that was it. It's like a hit and miss and then gone. Okay, now that we had a nice look at the new packaging, let's take a look at Buck outside of the packaging. Okay, here he is outside the packaging. It looks pretty cool. You can see that he has like a green visor. We do have a knife here on his chest, but it does not come out. It's just a sculpted piece. White stripe on top of his helmet. It's very cool. Do have these very nice designs here on his pauldron, shoulder pads. We do have some kind of detailing there on the armor. It's very small, hard to see. I believe it says his name there on the front, Buck. Then we have some green there on each side of his chest, on this side and just here below the knife. Looks pretty cool. Not too much on the torso area. This is kind of like a grayish, greenish mixed together. It's a very unique color. We kind of want to go with grayish. Okay, some flat black there on the torso area and the crotch area. Do have the thigh pads, knee pads. No paint or anything to break up the bottom. Just kind of looks like a plastic figure. But you have a little bit of brown pads here on the side. This side is just plastic armor. Bottom his feet. Unique style feet there. Kind of almost look like robotic. The back of the figure to have a small hole there for his weapon. The paint, the detailing, a little flat black there in the center of his back by his spine. Too bad. Most of the detailing is in the upper area here. The helmet, the visor, the chest, and upper pads / pauldrons. Whatever you want to call it. Some nice look at that. Very cool. Let's do a more of a detailed look. Best that I can for you guys. kind of working one-handed tonight, so but he looks pretty cool. For his weapon, it does come with this. It's just an assault rifle. We have 3 different colors. We have the gray, the light gray, and the green. Pretty nice detailing. Versus the figure itself has some just in the chest area. Kind of the weapon looks like it belongs to Buck, so gives a nice appearance of ownership to the figure. Cool. Here you can store the weapon on his back, just with that peg hole and peg on the side of the gun. Pretty cool. You really can't see the weapon from the front, so you get a little side of an angle there. So it's hidden pretty well from the front view, at least. And I'm going to say the weapon is a little stiffer than I'm used to seeing, so that's good. But it has a little flexibility too, but it's not as bad before, so definitely improved the quality of plastic. So that's a good sign. Okay, here he is holding the weapon. It's a little of a pain to get in there because, for one thing, that the handle is a little thicker than I would have liked, and it got that stupid piece I hate that goes from the handle to the stock. I see there's more than I would like to. It irritates me. It's one of my pet peeves, I guess. The best you're going to get on the hold for the figure, best I can tell. Because of the aesthetics, the bulk of the armor, it really doesn't let you get too much of anything. So, kind of show you how he holds it. But it's just the range of the arms aren't the greatest. We'll take a look at the articulation in a second. Right, can't get too far across his chest to get a dual wield. Might be able to if you force it, but I am not into forcing stuff that's hard to find. So, alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. Head on a ball joint. Rotates. Front of his visor gets in the way of the backpack-ish area. I'm not for I force it enough. Maybe a little up and down. Definitely very minimal side to side on the range. Yeah, so that's definitely going to be some hindrance throughout this figure. Apparently, arms on a ball joint, rotates 360. Very large pads there. You can see they're going to go up only about that much. So this piece is that piece. 60 rotation at the elbow. Bendable elbow, single joint. For the hands, we have the in and out like this. Rotation 360. This hand, trying to see through the camera here, oh, it's in and out also. It's the same joint. For the range, you're not going to get a 90-degree bend. That's about all you're going to get there. Torso area, popped right off. So, there's not much movement there. It's definitely really hard to get that back in that centerpiece like that. So this ball does move a little bit. Going to put that back together. Alright, so we got that back together. There's a little bit of movement there, but it's super stiff. So look at ball hips. Looks like he's going to sit in your warthog, okay. Get the little spread leg issues when you sit him. So the cut isn't perfect for the crotch area. This way he can do some nice splits. And obviously, until he hits the back piece, it's going to stop him. So, he does have the double jointed knees, which is great. Pause that much until the back piece hits that. We have thigh rotation. Great. Feet pivot down. up a little, more back to stationary, side to side rocker, and you can work that all the way around if you like. Get yourself whatever kind of pose you want for standing. It's pretty good. So I'm going to clean them up and we'll do our final thoughts. Well, final thoughts. I mean, compared to what's out there, you're talking like Hasbro dumping out those 5 POA figures, which are, anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks. And then Super 7 with their G.I. Joes, 5 POA is $17.99. I mean, if you want to go that route, this guy is a great buy. He is a decent figure. You can add him to your or existing Spartan troopers, but there's a very limited articulation. It's there, but the range is poor. It's a nice looking figure. Gets some nice little details to it. The weapon plastic is one of the improvements I've seen, like more in stiffness. That looks really cool. Other than that, like, the torso seems to want to come apart a good bit. Maybe it's just not seated right. I got to take a look at it. I just took it out of packaging. Or maybe it's just my copy. Who knows? But it seemed to go back together. It's not broke or anything. It's just, knowing your range, basically. Other than that, decent figure. 10 bucks. I don't get much for 10 bucks anymore. I'll take it for what it's worth. And so, I'm not going to go out and recommend anything on this figure. He's cool for what it's worth. If you want him, great. If you don't, even, that's fine too. But thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next review. So don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on any other videos. See you in the next one.